All right, should we dive in? Everyone ready? Last one of
Sure.
the year. Are the hoot guys here? Oh, not yet. I tried making a hoot, but I kept getting told I couldn't create it, so I was gonna ask them to Fabricio to make one for us, but maybe at the end we'll have time. All right, cool. Let me share my screen and we can jump right in. Cool. Everyone, welcome to the last end of year wrap for the XMTP Builder community. Really excited for everyone to join today. We have some big stuff that we're cooking up. I mean, a lot of you probably saw what we announced last week. Have a big week this week, but just kind of wanted to get everybody together at the end of the year just to celebrate everything that we've done so far at XMTP, the core contributors here at XMTP Labs, as well as the community. So we're cooking a lot of stuff for next year as well. I'm not going anywhere over break. I'm just going to be relaxing a little bit and thinking about how we can build this community even bigger for next year. So with that, I asked Grok to give me the top tweets of this year so far up until yesterday. And these were our top five. So we announced our Series B, which was super exciting earlier this year. We had a new day one launch with Base, which we'll probably have another update for that tomorrow on the Base app. We began our march towards decentralization, which still continues with our testnet going live. And then last week as well had our massive launch with World and Sam Altman on stage with Alex talking about the new World app, which a lot of us got to go in person and attend, which was very exciting. And we can talk more about that in a second. And then as well as where all of you helped out quite a bit was at DevCon in Argentina, where we released the conversation series and had a lot of you come by the booth. That was actually our one of the top engaging tweets that we had the entire year. So thank you for contributing to that. I know a lot of you came by the XMTP booth, talked a lot about what you're building. I know Limone was there, Daniel Tanto came through, and a lot of the community here. So thank you for that. And we want to do more of that. We want to showcase you guys a lot more, get more eyeballs on what you're building, not just IRL or sorry, in IRL, but also doing much more of these bigger deep dives on like a monthly basis. So I think we'll be changing up this call a little bit moving into next year. We'll probably do more of a tailored monthly structure, going deeper into the code, talking about how to actually scale these mini apps and agents on platforms like Base and World and bringing on Base and World team members as well to make it more interactive and more just interesting for you guys to come and not just hear updates from us. I know you love coming to hear from us, but what we're trying to build here is trying to be horizontal across Base, World, Zora, all of our partners, all of you, and we're kind of just bringing everything together. So that's our goal for next year. And just thank you for helping us contribute to 2025. So with that, let's keep going. All right. So this was a big one last week. We were super excited to welcome World into the XMTP ecosystem. We have a incredible chat experience built on World Chat where many apps can share natively right in chat. There's already a lot of examples of that with Cody and Squabble, and being able to drop a mini app into a group chat experience is something that we're really excited about. And if you haven't already checked out the World docs, please do that ASAP. If you're not doing anything over break, or even if you are, feel free to dive in. And we have some really cool examples that we want to show. World also just released a new section on their app store that is specifically for mini apps building for chat. So if you're early enough, you get to be in the top three, top four right there, and in front of 17 million verified humans, with many more coming soon. So, what can you actually do in the World app? It's a real human network, right? It's verified humans only for the most part. I mean, for fully for the full part. There are some mini apps that are agent specific, but it's you know that you're talking to a human, which I think is a huge aspect of the app. You can share money directly into a group, request, send any currency around the world in an instant. I think a lot of us that have been in the space for a while take that for granted. When you see it just work in a chat like that, it's really mind-blowing. So we're really excited about the World app. I'm going to turn it over to Fabri to talk a little bit more about how to actually build for World Chat.
Hey, yeah, just last minute changes to the doc. One sec.
Perfect.
Yeah, so let me start off by saying like we could not share all of these before because it was not live or it was like super secret stuff. So yeah, we were dying to show all of this to the community, but we couldn't. Maybe any of you like notice that something was coming, like, or if we kept the secret all right?
If you poked around like Builder's Garden, there were a lot of like World App starter repos, and then you guys supported World. If you like went into the Rust library, you could see that World chain was added, whatever ID they were. That was like the last PR. You added that like months back. So like, yeah, I kind of like had an idea. It's cool.
Yeah, well, good catch. Okay, so let's see. I want to start by sharing a doc and a short video as well from their presentation. This is the doc. There is a link to the video there. I'll share the screen. Okay, this is a short, a short section of the presentation unwrapped that World performed on San Francisco. I think that 2 weeks ago.
World app.
And this is
new chat.
It's play the video.
Who's playing it? Me? Yeah.
No, I was just playing it. Sorry.
But can you see it?
Yeah.
Okay, this is the one who's speaking is Andy, and is the product lead for chat. So he has a lot of cool ideas. They love mini apps. So yeah, if you haven't seen the event, we are going to share the link as well. Like for example, they shipped a lot of financial stuff. Like you can use your wallet, and now it's like supported in a lot of countries, and you can have your own like international bank account, and you can, for example, for Argentinians, you can convert US dollars into crypto and into Argentinian pesos and pay with Mercado Pago in local stores. I mean, it's just incredible. I think it's the first one that really works, at least in Argentina. Yeah, and then chat was one of the new features of this revamped application. So let's hear what Andy has to say about how chat, mini apps, and everything comes together.
And as I look in, I totally forgot. We had the Christmas party tonight, and I'm Alex's Secret Santa, and I didn't get him anything.
Wait, we have
Can you hear Fabi or no?
Who's playing it?
I was playing it. You didn't play?
I'm going again. I'm going to play.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, I'm playing it.
Oh, I can't hear the audio.
Yeah, no audio.
Oh. Do you want to try sharing it, Eric?
Yeah, let me try.
I'm kind of in an emergency, and I'll need some help. I think I'm going to rely on my fellow presenters here, since they seem to have great judgment. Hey guys, I totally forgot a gift for Alex. Do you have any ideas? Kawanda, flight tickets to Japan, still thinking about Tinder. Leighton with his world coin. Patrick, of course, hedge coffee. That looked delicious earlier. Interesting. So Tiago says that Alex loves romantic Latin music. Okay, Alex, I didn't know that about you. And he sent a mini app that I can actually buy these tickets for verified humans. Luckily, I'm verified, but these tickets are 700,000 pesos. I really don't have that type of money, and I mean, this guy's never paying me back. So I think I'm gonna need some help, but if I remember, everyone just got 10 pesos from Patrick's demo earlier. So I think you guys could all help me out. You just all got access to World Chat here, and we're added to a group chat called Unwrapped Attendees. You all pull out your phones and restart your app, you'll be able to join it. And I think if we split the tickets for just about $1 in pesos each, we'll be able to buy these tickets. What do you say? Can you help me out and pull off a holiday miracle? Woo! There we go. So let's see. The money's rolling in. We see a lot of people paying. Leighton's even paying. That's awesome. I love the support up here. Look at that. Even Sam's on my side and sent me a payment. Okay, so I got about $8 here, which is definitely not enough to pay for these tickets. So I'm gonna need to go up the authority chain here. I'm gonna reach out to my grandma because she always comes through. And let me tell her, this is your grandson. I really wanna impress my boss and I need $400 in pesos quick.
Now, let's pause right there for a second. If there's any grandmas out there watching right now and you get a message like this, please do not send the money. It is not your grandson. Now, in this case, because Andy is texting grandma in world chat and she can see the messages coming in with his verified profile picture, she knows that she can trust that this is Andy's real account. And so we can continue.
And there we go. My grandma sent me a gift. Hopefully it's enough money. I'm going to go ahead and open it up. And $400 in pesos. Perfect. I'm going to go ahead and buy those tickets, and it's a holiday miracle. Thank you.
All right. Yeah, so that was a simple demo, but it's basically showing a lot of the primitives that are live right now on the Wall app. So first they solved group transactions in a very nice way. You can request money to every member in the group. So instead of sending a transaction and everybody confirming, you can request once to everyone in the group, and the UX is great. So you can, once you receive all the money, then that money can be available, for example, in a mini app. So we have that from the start, very cool and great UX for native transactions. Then we go into, so now you have native transactions, you have group members with fans, and you have the mini apps, right? So now the mini apps can be shared in the group, and of course they have access to the transactions. They have access, so they do have access. You have this native sharing with message, so it's kind of like sending an in-group notification. So maybe you play a game, maybe you put a position on a market, and then you say, hey, I just put a position on this market. Or maybe hey, I want to put a position on this market. Let's all send me 10 USDC so I can bet a group bet. So all these primitives are unlocked now, and they are possible. And that being for games or for prediction markets or anything else, I think the experience it just works. It's really cool. So yeah, well, when building mini apps, we need to think about how the mini apps can be shared in a group chat, what specific experience we can offer in that group chat. Squabble, for example, is live from Builder's Garden. It's published in World, and they have the core mechanic. It's similar, but for example, it's not using an agent anymore. And what you can do is to create the game in Squabble. So the discovery of Squabble is through the App Store. App Store, you create a group. That group creates a URL. That game, that challenge, that URL can be shared in the group. And that sharing is now native in the World app, and you can share it also with a message. That's a great experience. That's super cool. So you don't need for the mini app to have, to have specific context of that group chat. So we are not, let's say, compromising privacy, but you can still get the same features out of it. So you can create a unique game that is only shared in one group. And so and everybody that opens that game in that group can play. Soon we're going to have smart previews. The image is going to kind of frame V1 vibes. So someone shares something in the group, and you will be able to see state of that mini app. Let's say the players who are remaining to join, if the token is up or down since shared or anything like that, it's going to be visible before opening the mini app. So that's going to also add an extra layer of dynamism and engagement to all this sharing in the group chat experience. And yeah, every time you play now, every time you bet, every time you do something, there is a hook, a native hook in the mini app SDK that's going to allow you to share it in the same group. For example, hey, I just won. Hey, I just bet here. Hey, join me in my game. So this dynamic also unlocks this, let's say, group retention dynamic. So you can, you share it once, then it's pinned in the group, and then maybe 2 days later you play again, and then you share your results, and everybody's aware of that, right? So you didn't just play yourself, but you are inviting all your members to play. So yeah, that's super cool. Limon raising the hand. What's up, Limon?
About this dynamic um, image, a la Frame V1, as you mentioned, like, does it mean we can customize the image in the mini app embed and also the button title, like it happens on Farcaster now?
Yeah, that's coming. So you can have specific previews by the URL you share, and those are going to be rendered on the word chat.
Okay, cool, perfect.
That would be really nice. And there is also a print below, like there is you can pin the mini apps to the group chat. I have there is a screen at the bottom of the doc. Yeah, so you will see these pin mini apps. Everything that is shared inside the group, it's now on the pin section. That's also going to have dynamic previews, and that's going to be very cool because then you will have like this group state dashboard where all the mini apps have some information about the activity of the group, right?
Nice.
Anto, did you have a question?
Oh yeah, I was just asking about the SDK. I saw it there. Import SDK from MiniApp SDK/chat. Is that like World Apps SDK for mini apps?
Yeah, they share a version of the docs for their mini app SDK on. They have a Telegram group, and it was shared in beta, and it's available. It's live. It's not published on their docs yet, but at the bottom of this doc that I shared, there is actually a reference to this doc they are sharing with the specifics. But yeah, it's their mini app SDK.
Okay, yeah, thank you. It's new. I missed the announcement last week, so this is exciting.
Yeah, this is good. Now we have unlocked mini apps in chat. Let's say we had agents. Now we have mini apps. They are also base is also pairing with these features, these cool features about like group chats becoming the social graph for mini apps as an alternative to the actual public field. And yeah, one thing yet to see is what happened with agents in World. It's all about privacy concerns, so we need to work closely with the team and figure out the best way to do it. What I can say is that I've seen agent working like as mini apps with a web UI, and they work pretty well. It's a very good native experience almost. So we are exploring also like maybe offering some kind of suite or kit, and I would love your feedback on this. But like, what if you can have like quick start that will be like a combination of XMTP chat, let's say, maybe a different UI, more like agent specific, plus that already connects with the agent, so you use these front-end tools plus the agent that is powered by XMTP, and everything is like in a kit, and you can deploy an agent faster without needing to build a web UI. And of course, something that is open source and customizable. Yeah, that's kind of the thinking right now.
How does it is the message being sent from the app and the SDK? Like you're not loading a private key to configure a different XMTP identity to send that like message with the app. So how do they handle that? Did they create one identity and all of it comes from like that identity that they're, I guess, holding, and then they're using to send on behalf of the mini apps a message to the XMTP user? I guess I'm just trying to like think how they made that work with the XMTP tech stack.
Yeah, I don't think the message is going through XMTP just yet.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. It's through the app. Okay.
Yeah, it's through the app, but yeah, like having this figure out figure out everything related to identity, to interoperability, everything on the mini app side, and for us to do it ourselves and to offer it in a kit, I think that would be helpful.
Yeah, I'm curious for like Daniel, as you're thinking about this, if you're here thinking about building on World, would something like that be helpful? Having like a kit like combining the agent SDK into like a web view mini app for World?
I haven't thought about it yet, but it can definitely be something helpful. Because I haven't getting into much about the World app really. So I know there's games and apps that are like for agents, so people can know their agents, and our agents are already in XMTP. So before getting into this, I was wondering if it would that be like that easy, and how people know that they are agents. But we are getting now into the realm of mini apps. We just were building infra the last months, so it will be interesting to see how that fits in the World app.
Yeah, 100%. I think there's some play around with it if you have the app. There's some really cool agent examples in there. Sage is an agent-based mini app. What else? Neurodex is another really good one. I know the banker team's looking at it, exploring what banker looks like as a mini app there. So I think it would be cool to check it out. And obviously, Cody and the Charms ecosystem, I think, is really bullish on building agents inside mini chats. So or mini apps. So I think that could be cool. What's up, Morgan?
Hey, good to be here and really happy with, all the announcements lately. It's been pretty exciting. One of the things and I was just going to mention that kit that Fabri was talking about would be extremely helpful specifically for the World app. And even beyond that, one of the things that I think that's becoming interesting with you operating as this kind of like chat application for a bunch of these other applications and major applications, whether it be base or World, is that they're both going to be supporting different things to be able to do in the chat, right? And so building kind of like the idea was to build an agent for XMTP and that be accessible on all these different platforms. But, one might have inline button support, whereas one has this really unique sharing feature. So I think it's going to be an interesting challenge to be able to integrate or kind of support integrations that, certain apps choose to do before others or just completely differently than others. And it'll be interesting from a development environment of kind of how we handle that. But I think it's really exciting what's going on lately. Keep it up. Go work.
Yeah, thanks, Morgana. It's around those lines when I'm seeing like developers need to build their own UIs, web UIs. I think eventually maybe all agent devs might want to have their own UX, and through a mini app you can offer that customized UX. Through a chat app, it's more limited to what the chat app UX wants. So I think that mini apps is a good way to expose your custom UX, although that's hard. So offering that like a base level, or like you have your agent working, and then you have also UX, in this case powered by the browser SDK and by XMTP chat, and it's going to be interoperable in every app. You know that you publish once the agent in XMTP and it's going to be available and interoperable with all the content types everywhere. And that could be also as a mini app. I think that's the idea. Yeah, it should be. Yeah.
Sorry to cut you off, Fabri. I was just thinking, so is it kind of, in thinking of the World app, did they kind of like, is it kind of like it's using XMTP, but only for their verified users? And like, I can't just like send a message to a random address using the World app and XMTP because it needs to link to like a verified user. So is it like a permissioned XMTP client in a way, or is it still like open and you can just send to any random user's address if you insert the address in the search? I guess I haven't used it, so I don't know. I'm just trying to wrap my head around how to think about the World app and the differences between an open XMTP client, like maybe the base app.
Yeah, so World uses a similar schema to what Sora use. And is that the protocol is the protocol, so it's not like gated or something. But from the UX, you can only message people who are in World.
Okay, I see.
You cannot message like ENS domains or anything else. You can receive messages from non-World users, and you can also chat with non-verified humans, right? So it's not it's not exclusive to humans. It's just that the bubble color is going to change. But in theory, you can receive messages but it actually works. You can receive messages from anyone on the XMTP protocol, including an agent, and you're going to get it on request, and it's going to show like a gray bubble. So it's not encouraged, but there is no restriction.
Okay, good to know. Thanks.
Cool. I guess anything else that's helpful for you guys to start looking at world building there? Anything that we can share that's helpful? Or something like this helpful?
I think it's pretty straightforward, honestly. The integration with the chat is not, like on Base App, for example, you had inline actions and I don't know, other stuff that was more also like related to the different message content types, while here is just about sharing a URL on the chat. So pretty easy.
Yeah, for me it's pretty amazing that you guys are opening this distribution channel for mini apps using XMTP, and I think that's exciting for us for sure. So we have to start working on it first, and then we'll come to you. Yeah, that excites me a lot. It's a huge distribution platform, and I'm excited to see what can we do there.
Yeah, we are too. I think just like meeting the team last week in person and jamming with them, like they're serious. They're a very serious team. They take quality very seriously, have a high bar for quality, and I think this event was like Apple-esque. It was like everything was tailored, perfect, nailed it. Like the lighting and the everything was just incredible to see. And I think we're just going to continue to learn from this team, work with them, build with them, and then kind of bring, like I said earlier, just kind of bring everything together for you guys, and making sure you guys get that distribution and get users into your apps and using them and sharing them and doing everything that we've been talking about in this space for a long time is it's kind of fun to start seeing it come to fruition. So really exciting. Cool. Any other questions on world building with world chat? All right. Morgan, I don't know about that question. You could try. I don't know if you'll get banned, but I wouldn't advise that publicly. Asking for a friend.
That's can you download the keys? I don't know.
I don't know if you can, yeah. Good to know. Cool. All right. On to the next segment. All right. To cap things off, many of you have seen we changed the name of the Telegram group chat as well as started talking about the XMTP Switchboard. So, what is this switchboard? What does it mean? Why are we naming it Switchboard? It is a global network of offices all around the world for the entire XMTP community, not just core contributors in the company, to work from, to interact, to get together IRL, to jump in. We travel so much all around the world, whether it's the conferences or meetups and things like that, pop-up events. And we just wanted to create a space for anyone building on XMTP. So that's all of you, agent devs, mini app devs, anyone building like at Base and World, Zora, etc. Privy, ENS can jump in and just kind of collaborate in space together. We feel like this is the best way to move ideas forward on XMTP. I think we can do these developer deep dives on a biweekly, monthly basis. But I think the magic is really in person, right? It's kind of those like in between conversations that you have at these events that kind of transform the next feature, the next idea, the next big thing that everyone's building. So coming early to mid-January, we're going to have a bigger announcement around the XMTP switchboard, how to actually go and like book these spaces, what the events look like, and we'll have a calendar kind of built out of these meetups around the world. So wanted to give everyone here an early alpha and sneak peek into some of the locations that are coming. I'm really excited about this, and the entire XMTP community, I think, will be able to get together more frequently IRL to have some of these great experiences. So these are our founding switchboard locations all around the world. We have one of the main Rome operators on from the Builders Garden team, Lamone, but we'll be setting up in New York, San Francisco, Rome, London, Venice, Budapest. We'll have 8 locations in Tokyo. Last night we just talked to the network school and they're on board. Nashville, of course, Austin, and Savannah. So if you're in any of these cities, you have a place to go. It's all in XMTP. You don't need to do anything. Just register, sign up. We'll have more details on actually how to do that. But again, you do not need to pay for any of the access to these locations. So this is just the start. I'm going to try to get every single city in the world, no matter where you are. So this is just the founding locations that we'll be launching with in January. Throw out a city if you want another next 5 locations. I'm looking at the next 5. So if you guys want any more, let me know. I know Daniel, you're in Chile. Morgan, I know you're in Chicago. Chicago's actually coming soon, so I'm gonna try to get some more for you guys too.
Any LATAM city will be great.
That's true. We got Fabri's gonna work Buenos Aires for us.
Good one.
What's your expectations about like how many people will visit these offices around?
Yeah, it's a great question. I think we'll be doing more kind of curated meetups. So expect kind of like surges at some of these cities as we kind of get started in like Q1, Q2. I think our goal is to grow this community into like the thousands. So it scales pretty nicely when we just have like day passes that we cover. I think, yeah, I mean, I think by May or June, I'm hoping to get into like the 2,000, 3,000 range of builders that are coming into these cities. But I think we'll have more like invite only specific kind of pop-ups throughout the year as well.
My case is really weird. I'm just talking, I'm thinking out loud because, yeah, I live in Chile, but I live in a small town in the south. So 2 weeks ago, we did an event and we invited a lot of people from LATAM to participate here and like a small conference, crypto and AI people. I've been dreaming for a long time to do something like a pop-up city, like maybe just 1 month here so people can come to work here, enjoy Chilean Patagonia, enjoying being logged in too, and maybe we can get XMTP there too.
Let's chat. Yeah, that'd be amazing, Daniel. We're doing something similar with the network school, I think at some point next year. But yeah, would love to collaborate on that. That sounds amazing.
Awesome.
Sweet. I'll send you a note. Cool. Any questions on Switchboard? Anything else? Cool. All right, I'll end with this. I don't know if you guys saw, there's going to be another announcement this week. It's going to be a big week for the base app and XMTP. I think more details tomorrow, but be on the lookout for some big announcements coming. That's really exciting stuff happening at the base and Coinbase ecosystem. So get ready for hopefully a surge in activity on the base app after this week.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah is right. Cool. I think that's it for me. Fabri, anything else on your end? Benny, core team?
No, we're good. Have a great holidays, I guess.
Yeah. Enjoy the holiday, everybody. Rest up, because next year's gonna be a big one. Get ready.
Happy holidays,
Nice end
everyone.
on the
Thanks,
Take care,
everyone.
guys. Thank you, and
Yeah.
bye.